This is the Christ is the Way channel, KJV only. The King James Version, God's Word in black and white.
Christ is the way, for God so loved the world.
Alright guys, welcome to Christ is the Way. This is the first video in my gaming segment on how video games reveal biblical truths. Today's video, we're gonna start with Amnesia Dark Descent. Now, if you are a Christian and you like playing video games, I just wanted to say that to have discernment and to just be aware of what you are playing, I do agree with that. However, this isn't to change other Christians' minds or anything. It's to educate mainly non-believers about how God is also reflected in the video games that we play, and in hopes to encourage non-believers to believe in Jesus Christ, if that's something they want to turn to. But the first game on our series is going to be Amnesia Dark Descent. I will be covering Amnesia Dark Descent, Amnesia the Bunker, and also Amnesia Rebirth. And those three games out of the Amnesia series, I've discovered that those main ones are, there's quite a few biblical echoes that I've discovered in those particular games. So I'm going to read the description before we get started in the actual game. So these series are only going to probably be about 30 minutes long because, and we're going to do the entire game, guys, not just the one. So it's going to be a couple months of the game. I may drop two within 1 month, or I might drop one per month. So this series is going to go on for a while, and I just wanted to start with this game because this is one of my favorite. Yes, it is in fact a horror game, but I just wanted, or a horror / thriller in my opinion. It's not really, it's fake. We all know that. Now, I just also want to remind Christians, not all games like this are demonic. Some of it might have like satanic symbols or other stuff like that. But some of these games do reflect actual biblical truths and do reflect moral things that we all can learn from. Even if you're a non-believer, a lot of Daniel's decisions that you make in the game, or that he realizes, are moral things that he has done. And I feel like this game also reflects of what we are told in Revelation about how Jesus is going to erase all of our bad things, and we're going to be given amnesia. It also reflects, could also reflect our battles with sin and all that stuff. And then there is a redemption arc in this game as well, which I feel like reflects. And I'm going to read quickly, and then I'm going to load the game. And then we're going to get started in the game. So the Dark Descent puts you in the shoes of Daniel. Daniel is also a biblical name. I want to point that out. As he wakes up in a desolated castle, barely remembering anything. So meaning that he drank a amnesia potion. He doesn't remember anything. It's to escape the sins of his past. And we're going to go throughout the game. At first, when I played this, I was like, wait a minute. And I was like, okay. There are a few. Now, if you guys don't like things popping out at you, whether you're a believer or non-believer, and whoever's watching this, then I do not recommend to continue once we get in the game. And exploring its eerie pathways, you must piece together Daniel's troubled memories and uncover the horror that lies deep below. But basically, some people, now if you're a Christian and you still have an opinion and it's the same as usual, that's okay too. But it's also to help you guys to understand that not all games like this, and if you are a Christian and you're not sure and you've heard about this game and you wanted to try it, I do recommend trying it, because it may lead you back to Jesus as well as it done for me. But we are going to get started in a minute. I want to make sure that OBS Studio can capture Amnesia Dark Descent. So
don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is... I am Daniel.
saw it in the video too. Yeah, we're gonna go to we're gonna go in here. This room, guys, we're just going to later there's going to be a few messages we can painting is further on, and I do believe it does have Jesus on it, but it won't be till a little bit after. We are going to Oh yeah, here's the painting here. So this, remember the two thieves on the cross, guys? And then there's Jesus right there. You can tell by this painting. So you could tell that the look of it, one thief wanted Jesus to you know, prove and get down from the cross. And then the other one humbled himself and repented and said, and Jesus told him that you'll be with me in paradise, which means that, see, already, this game already revealed one biblical echo so far that we've seen here. And you can see most of these paintings across the game. And I believe the devs took from scripture and all that too, I'm pretty sure. Whether directly or indirectly, but you can tell right here, right off the bat. Because there's the thorns right here on his head. But then later down the road, you guys will see, let's look at this painting here. Yeah, you could tell by the paintings Alright guys, let's continue. And we're gonna do... I'm gonna keep going until we get to the next area. I'm gonna try to keep playing until we get to the actual notes and all that. Because there are biblical things in the notes. Now, there are things that do pop up at you, but in my opinion, they're not even that bad. And here's the backstory of it. The thing that pops out at you is technically still in its human form, but they're controlled technically from Alexander, which could be an indication of how Satan tries to manipulate us and trick us. So that can also be a visible thing too, you guys. And look guys, one of these books, I don't know, but I do know that one of them is a Bible. I'll show you that. Okay. Alright. Daniel, you could do this. You're fine.
of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink.
Okay, so here's...
Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
Okay, so we're going to pause for a second right here. So, this message to himself reflects that, you know, the murder part isn't good. Like, David committed murder, right? But as you can see, he's basically remembering all the wicked things that he did. And in the letter, it says, redeem both of us. So, I won't let you guys know what future characters are going to be later. And we're going to read all the notes, and we're going to reflect on the notes and the biblical echoes in these letters. But in this one, well, there's redemption, right? And then it talks about strength. Well, Jesus is our strength, right? And then it talks about the shadow following Daniel. So that can give an echo of, you know, our sin. It's always, you know, following us and always coming at us, and there's no escape from sin, because, and especially if you're a non-believer, you have zero escape from sin. It just keeps crawling up on you over and over and over again. Versus when you turn to Christ, that sin does crawl up on you, but it vanishes because we are washed by Jesus's blood and his sacrifice and his grace. So this can signify, the shadow can signify sin, and that's what I got from this message. And there's also mention of redemption, meaning that there's a way out, that you can be redeemed, that Daniel can be redeemed, and this other person. But he wrote to himself before he took the potion. So, yeah. And sometimes, I know we all wish we can take a amnesia potion and just forget all the bad things, or that happened to us, either that happened to us, or the bad stuff that we did. Sometimes we just want that. I mean, one day we will get that in heaven, but right now we don't have a potion or anything like that. The only person that can help us through that are our family, our friends, and Jesus. Now, those of you who don't believe in Jesus, that's okay. This is why I'm here to share my take on this game. But before we continue, I am going to stop it soon, because we mostly came, I don't want to be too long in here, because I want to make sure that we get everything that, you know. each area. Alright, we're gonna stop it right here. Thank you for watching, and I'll be posting at least 1 or 2 each month. But I'll show you the next area, the next segment, because there's a lot of rooms here, so I want to do it for each section a biblical echo. There's a lot more here. But that being said, from what you've seen, so far we had a photo of Jesus and the two thieves on the cross, and then we also had Daniel's note and other stuff that I described in this segment. I will have part 2 soon. Maybe I'll do part 2 next week as well. And then we're gonna do it in sections. And if you're a non-believer, I just encourage you to put your own faith in Jesus if you want. And yeah, so we'll see you on the next episode of how video games, on the next Amnesia episode of how video games reveal biblical truth. And yeah, so take care, guys, and I'll see you all next time.
Thank you for watching. New content every month. Christ is the way.